Welcome everyone to Arts, Crafts, and Everything in Between. I am your host, Eileen, aka the Little Crafter. Thank you so much for joining me on my must-watch anime of the spring season. These are 9 anime that I am so far loving, and I wanted to give you a quick and fun list in case you guys are missing out on your shows and want to watch some anime. With the exception of number 9, I did do a little research on it. This is new for Netflix, and it was actually dated 2013, and it's new to Netflix, and it has all 12 episodes. It's only one season, and it's called Korota Sana. Kotourasan. And the premise of this show is a comedy kind of pervy / budding love you romance type deal. And the main character is able to read thoughts. And that brings her problems as she's growing up, and it basically it's hard for her to make friends. So she finds a group of people that slowly are opening up to her and being her friends, and even one of them is falling in love with her, and it's really cute and sappy, and I don't even know why I sat down to watch this, but there was something about the main character that I just found so stinking adorable that I watched all 12. So that is the reason why I'm giving you this one. Number 8 is another funny comedy one. And it has 2 episodes only on Crunchyroll, and this one is produced by TBS. It's a horror comedy, and it has 4.4 out of 5 stars. And just like before, this time the main character can see ghosts, and it's just and also she can speak to animals, so that's kind of funny. They have this weird cat that likes to look at up girls' skirts, kind of cray-cray. And it's just crazy. I don't know why I'm watching it. But I kind of like the story, even though it's over-the-top comedy. I kind of like the stories that are being told. It's kind of cute so far. And I think that it is something that is different. I guess I'm trying to branch out and look at different anime as well. Number 7 is called Plastic Memories. Okay, and this one is Anipix, excuse me. And this one so far is getting a 4.6 out of 5 stars. It's about an 18-year-old boy that basically failed his college exam. His father gets him a job, through connections. And he has to work with a grifter, GIFTIAS, basically a robot type humanoid. What did I drop? I hope I didn't drop any of my notes. Sorry about that. Anyways, so basically he has to work with his android-looking girl. Well, she looks like a real girl, but technically she's an android or robot. And the particular one, they have to have partners. And she's never worked out in the field. And she's only been in the office serving tea. And their job is basically to recall these androids that are basically like on their last leg or deathbed. But there's physically nothing wrong with them. But I guess their storage of memories and all that other internal is not room for updated or whatever the case may be. So that's the premise of that one, and it has, I think, 2 going on 3 episodes. Number 6 was basically started out in, I think, late winter, and it is Fruit of Gracia. That one is on Crunchyroll. I don't know where else you can see that one. Did I write who is that by? Okay. That's by NBC Universal. It has 4.5 out of 5 stars. The premise of this story is basically an assassin who wants to live a practically normal high school life in a crazy kind of high school with these girls that basically have problems of some sort. And they are trying to live a normal life in this school, and he helps them along the way. And this season is basically looking like it's going to be more about him and his family life. So they already have 14 episodes, and I can't wait for more. Okay, I kind of wrote them backwards. Okay, so number 5, it's Gunslinger Stratos. If I said Stratos wrong, let me see. Stratos. Anyways, that one is taking place in the future, where it is AD 2115. Japan is no longer called Japan. It is called the 17th Far East Imperial City Management District, and that's by Aniplex. It has 4 out of 5 stars, according to Crunchyroll viewers. It takes place in the future, and so far, it looks like the main character is joined by someone trying to, he thinks is his sister of some sort. And they kind of have to fight their evil doubles because of some type of game. Which one is the superiority person, I guess, of some sort. Again, it only has 2 episodes, so, it's worth, I'm not going to give too much away, but I think it's worth for you guys to take a peek and see. Number 4, Triage X. Okay, if you guys don't like short skirts and girls with boobies and big boobies and big booties and what else? Shoot 'em up bang bangs, this is definitely not the anime for you. This one is produced by Kato. Ugh, my Japanese is not all that great. I'm still learning. Kadokawa, and it's 3.3 out of 5 stars. And the reason why I guess it's high on my list and not high on the other viewers' list is because the first anime was in your face, a lot of action. It's basically the premise of this is these people have been scarred and they're all in the medical field, and they basically take the law kind of like in their own hands, but they are seeing the baddies as tumors of some sort, and they put them on their blacklist, and that's how they eliminate them, and they try to help as much people as possible. So that is pretty funny. Okay, so number 3 is Blood Blockade Battlefront. The premise of the show is basically a kid that goes to New York with his sister, and they were supposed to try and get his sister help, but it wound up that his sister gave up her eyes so that he can have something called these God eyes. And he's gets mixed up with some type of group. I forgot the name of the group, and I forgot to name it around. Besides, I don't want to give you guys too much. I want you guys to look and see for yourselves. You can tell me what you think. Okay, so the group basically is, they have superhuman powers, and they try to keep the balance, because now, according to this, New York is a mixture of demons / humans. It almost looks like aliens, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But so far, it looks like humans / humans are inhabiting New York, and it makes me laugh because we think of New York as a big old melting pot. So for that to happen, I don't know. Honestly, guys, that that really tickles my boat. It kind of even though it's not the New York that I know of, it kind of reminds me of the, I want to say, not the 60s, but the 40s and 50s type era, with a little bit of modern day thing twists here and there, even beyond futuristic, kind of sort of. It really has a nice bunch of characters that are building upon. It does have that kind of raunchy bit humor, so if you're not into that, you may not want to watch this. And my number 2 pick is Sephiroth of the End Vampire Reign, Seraph of the End Vampire Reign. This one basically is about which you can find the number 3 and number 2 on Funimation, and probably also on Hulu. Okay, let me get my thoughts straight. Okay, so basically in this one, it starts off where anybody above the age of 12 seems to be dead, dying. And anyone below the age 12, which are children, are not affected by the virus that turns people into vampires. And as time goes by, the main character is basically forced to live with the people that he was living with in the beginning, which was a orphanage. And the youngsters are trying to survive because they're being used as food, but they're not treated very well. They get their own homes, and they get meals, but it's kind of like a really bad orphanage workhouse type deal situation. And they die, and he wants to try and get revenge on them, and he's trying to get into this group that helps the army that is killing them off, basically, because they are the baddies. So that is number 2, Sephiroth of the and I forgot. Yeah, that's about it. So that's definitely must look at. And number 1, I'm a huge fan of. I watched the first ones of the show, the first rendering or the first try of the show, whatever the case may be. It is called Ghost in the Shell Arise. Now, I was kind of hoping that maybe, that it wasn't a reboot. I was kind of hoping that the Major was back with Bato and all the crew and the Chief. And I was like, alright, they're bringing it back. They're going to make more stories. And it turns out it's a reboot. Ah, shucks. Okay. Maybe. Okay. New stories. Everybody's the same except for the Chief, who looks a little bit younger. And the Major, she kind of looks like a little girl. Like, I don't like the way it's drawn. She still has the same characteristics as, like, Ghost in the Shell in the beginning, the first one. She still has that toughness, that I'm in charge. I also noticed that a little bit of tension, I guess because they're still trying to learn how to work with each other, more tension between her and the Chief. It's not gelling like it was in the beginning. I don't know if they're trying to say that these are the beginning stages of them working together. I would like to try and get a little more information on that, or you guys, if you got any more information on that one, please definitely hit me up on that and let me know. So, but that is my number 1 pick. They already have, so far, it looks like 4 episodes and 2 OVAs. Forgot the name of which ones they were for. But, yeah, no, it is so far good. It has a lot of action. It still has all of the characters. They're pretty much even drawn the same. I just don't like the way they do the Major. I think that they should have definitely just left her alone. She was fine the way she was. I think the stories are great the way they were. Maybe later on continue more of the story and how are they coping with certain things, and just maybe go a little more deeper. But if they're going to be redoing a reboot, I guess that this is good. I give it an A+. Well, actually, I give it an A because I don't like the way the major is drawn, but that's just me. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and I will be posting hopefully soon my little craft the show video soon, and I will let you know. I'm hoping to get some more guests on the show, and thank you so much for listening, and bye for now.